Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Dirt 3. We have this Gymkhana sprint one,
This
so let's
one's a
try it.
Gymkhana sprint challenge. Pull off the tricks in the order shown and get to the end as fast as you can. If you miss a trick, you'll have to go back for it, so stay focused.
This is gonna be difficult. I may have to just fail this and move forward because I don't know if I can do this. We haven't been doing any of these tricks for quite a while.
Or a drift that could stop you yet. Let's win this thing.
Really? I've been messing up on donuts and drifts quite a lot. So we're in the same playground, which that sucks. Come on, put us in something different. This looks so good, but it feels like they spent way too much time making the cars look good and didn't ever bother to make any level. We have to complete all the tricks in 45 seconds for platinum or a minute 10. So it wants me to get some air. And I got to spin. I can't believe I got to spin. What am I... What does that icon mean? Am I supposed to drift through this? Let's just try to do all this. Supposed to hit these. And where's my guide? We're supposed to drive through this. And what? Am I supposed to just hit this? And hit this? And hit this? And drift through this? And I've done tricks 1 of 11. Let's just keep going through here. Was I supposed to do this? I've got no control here. And I still am not hitting the button right. How about... See, this is as far as I can go. Alright, so let's say I got really good at rewinding things. How many rewinds could I do? And 2 minutes and time's up.
A tough day at the office, compadre. Not bad.
See, I thought it was just gonna give me as much time as possible, but no. So this is impossible. This is literally just never gonna happen for me. I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to do this spin. And so I'm supposed to know the purple is a spin. And then I'm supposed to drift through that. And that wasn't good enough to be considered a drift. And then I'm supposed to drive through this. And then drive through here. And see, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Apparently do a donut through that. And then drive through this. And this. And it sure feels like the car is sputtering. And I'm supposed to drive through this. and over here, and apparently do a donut there, and then come out of the donut and do this, and where from that point? See, that just feels like that's the end. And so let's say we... And I don't think you can do them out of order. I don't think you can do them out of order at all. So, as somebody is attempting to do this, like, they won't ever get to the final few tricks because they'll spend all their time doing this and trying to get in here. Yeah. And remember, I'm on casual. Remember, I am on casual. And there's no easier way to make it. The good news is that none of these things really matter, so we can just skip to this. They don't even seem like they give you points. Or if they do give you points, it's... Yeah, it doesn't seem like they actually give you points. Okay. So, Rush Final, here we go. And if that's the case, then why not just put the tricks at the very beginning of the game? I would say at the beginning of each race, that way you can do the tricks whenever you feel like it, whenever you need a break. And you can skip it and just do the race. Otherwise, instead of putting it right before the finals.
You must love the spotlight. You've been doing really well in head-to-head events recently. Let's keep it up.
Seems like they may have made different models for 3D characters for different areas too. That's interesting. You know, it'd be really silly, but I would love to see some races in some fantasy worlds, like Skyrim, Fallout 4's Boston area, the lands of The Witcher 3. Let's see, what else could you do? Well, any number of any game that has 3D modeling that looks somewhat realistic would work fine. If it's going to go with more of a Mario style of animation, it probably wouldn't work that great, but that'd be kind of funny too. It's kind of a shame they don't have like Disneyland or Disney World just driving around all of the park. That would be kind of interesting, but that'd probably be an expensive license for what it's worth.
Easy left, into. Easy right, into. Medium left, tighten. Into, hairpin right. Medium left. 40, keep right.
But yeah, if they did something like Skyrim, then they could have all the Skyrim different species and characters on the side. Cheering you on. That'd be an interesting and funny mod to put into a game like this, but I bet this game doesn't have mods, or if it does, not very many. Like, Mad Max would be a great tie-in for a mod. Set it in the desert with all the crazy characters from the Mad Max series. Which reminds me, I will eventually need to play the Mad Max video game. But who knows when I'll get around to it. It's kind of strange that I'm playing this as the AAA game for the month, which is probably what this is airing. But this looks good enough to be a AAA game. Although it it could use more tracks and some more features and some better explaining.
Easy left, 60.
Ignoring my minor complaints there.
Easy right.
The tricks could be easier, certainly.
Easy right, into, easy left, tighten.
This looks like a AAA game, and I don't want to knock it down to a A or a B or a C tile classification in my head just because it's a racing game, and racing games aren't my real cup of tea. The flags look nice.
Keep left, 150, hairpin right.
Everything looks nice. I wish I could take the extra time to just
Easy left, into,
have a tour
into.
of these areas and look in the background instead of keeping almost all of my attention
Medium left,
just on the green line in front of
40,
me.
keep right.
I'm sure I'd start to see some scenes too.
Over bridge. Medium right, into. Easy right, into.
They're really asking me to do some tight corners here. This track is not very wide.
Keep left, 80 to finish.
So one more and I'll win. It's not even a question. But then again, I am on casual too, so it shouldn't be a question. And it's so weird that there's this little lag when it loads. I've seen zero lagging in gameplay, so I really can't complain. But when it loads, it does do this little just hitch to show me the loading screen. It like lags to load the loading screen when they probably could have just made the loading screen a little bit more stationary and less graphically intense, and ignore that. Apparently we're going to be playing at night with fireworks, and that's not cool. Because we haven't done a lot of night driving, and distracting fireworks will be interesting. They're not loud enough that they really get over the voice, so we can still follow in directions.
Over bridge, jump. Easy right, into, easy left, tighten.
And I'm starting to feel like I'm actually controlling the game, and it's not just throttling me and auto steering everything. It seems like when I fail to turn or stay on the line, the game's letting me do it more than it used to. It could be that each level, each race is programmed a little bit differently as far as the assist.
Into, hairpin right. Medium left.
I wish we could have ghosting.
Keep right.
That would be helpful in something like this.
Over bridge.
When I hit replay, restart race, it'd be very helpful to see a ghost of my car before and see where I can improve, which corners I can take tighter, where I could have been going faster. But I'm not sure with the way rally car races are supposed to work, even though they don't seem like they actually are working this way. That's the intention.
This is a great result for you. Enjoy it.
Yeah, just don't enjoy it too much, if you know what I mean.
Oxy R Motorsport. Apparently Oxy is a registered trademark. Or registered word mark. OXY. It's not. It can't possibly be. Oxy as in oxygen. Flip Off-Road is interested.
Want to know where this driver's going? 2 words for you. Summer X Games.
I know, this is amazing. Last season I hoped that we'd make it this far, but I can't believe we're actually here. We believe in you. Now go show the world just what you can do.
Is X Games one word? I would say Summer X Games is 3 words. So we've got 50 more we can do with the Open Cup. So let's go ahead and do this first. And come back here. 250 objective bonuses versus 2,250. And by choosing a different, like, class of cars,
Rally is absolutely
I think
your
that
event.
changes
Let's see
all my
another
competitors' class of cars. So I'm not even seeing in the competitors on the rare occasions I do see them on the track. I'm not even seeing a lot of variety there because of how unbalanced the objective bonuses are. It feels like the objective bonuses should only be collectible once, and then you have to play a different car. And even if some of the cars are going to give you way more of a bonus, that would make more sense. The fact that I can just play them over and over again.
60. Easy left.
I'm having a hard time figuring out when the auto throttle allows me to stop throttling.
80 up, mid. Easy left.
It seems more than half
Easy right
of the
into
curve.
hairpin left.
But you can get down to like 20 miles per hour, and that feels so incredibly slow. As a true factor in driving cars, is
Easy left.
you can get very used to the speed and realize you're going 60 miles per hour, and it feels like a crawl snail's pace when you get down to even 30 miles per hour, which is still pretty fast.
40. Easy left.
And of course, the United States is
Into
such
easy
a
right.
large landmass that
Easy left.
we
Very long.
need
Tightens late into.
high-speed railroads or maglevs that could
Medium
go
right. Tightens.
300 to 600 miles per hour,
Into
and
village.
I'm not sure
100.
you could put a human being in a 600 mile per hour maglev and
Medium left. Long. Keep in.
not end up
Care,
causing
narrows.
bodily damage
Medium right. Keep in.
just by the G-forces.
Into. Easy right. 60. Medium
But-
left. Into.
We need some
Here.
major
Medium right. Cut. Onto narrow bridge.
increase in speeds to go long distances,
Easy left.
and
Very
that's
long.
hard to do. So the only
Into medium
choice
right.
is to fly
Medium
everywhere, which is a hassle in itself.
Easy right. 60. Easy left. Long.
And
Keep
of
in.
course you can't
Into.
trust
Easy right.
people to
Hairpin
control a
left.
car that could go up to 300 miles per hour. That would be a terrible
60.
decision.
Easy
So it
left.
has to be
Open
something
hairpin
on a
right.
track, something that they can't go where it's not supposed to go, or is highly
Easy right.
unlikely to
Easy
derail,
left.
and something that isn't
Easy
going
right.
to
Very long under bridge.
intercept any
40.
cross
Easy
traffic
left.
or
Easy right.
traffic of any sort.
40. Easy left. Into. Easy right. Very long. Easy left. Into. Easy right. Very long.
Honestly, I think I probably should just turn the voice off, but I don't think I
Medium left. Very
can.
long. 40. To finish.
That's interesting. I should see if I can turn the voice off. I don't think you can in the game, and at this point, I kind of wish I could. Because what she's saying to me is not as useful as it should be. Definitely not as useful as it should be. Because they never really explained to me over half of her lingo. Like, if she says medium left, soft left, easy left, okay, I know I'm turning left. But when she says 80, when she says, what's that word she was saying a lot? Carabiner? or something. Some word I didn't even know what it means, and now I can't remember what she's saying. She sometimes says numbers that are speeds. She sometimes says numbers that aren't her speed.
Right, long.
Easy right, long. So you have to
60.
learn this whole language.
Medium left, long.
What does that 60 mean? Did I get to 60? Yes, I
Into
did.
Easy right.
Into easy
Easy
right.
left, into.
They need to tutorialize
right.
this.
Easy left, 40. Easy left, under bridge.
What they should
Easy
do
right.
is have
Easy
us
left,
drive
60.
blind
Care, hairpin left.
while they're giving their
Stage
instructions.
opens. 60.
That would be a funny way
Easy
to
right.
tutorialize
40.
following
Care, hairpin
instructions.
right.
Have us
60.
drive not completely blind.
Into easy right, very
Well,
long.
no, yeah, you can do completely blind. Just
60.
put us on an imaginary
Easy left, into
track
medium
that you
right,
can't fall off the
into medium
edges.
left, cut.
So just a flat playing field.
80.
And then have the game tell me easy left, easy right.
Easy left, tighten.
And say good
Into
after
easy
each
right, easy left.
time I do it right.
80.
And then after that, do a replay and show me what it was supposed to,
Into
what it was
open
supposed to
hairpin
look
right.
like and what I did, and let me
40.
see the
Easy
difference.
left.
So have like a road painted on a flat play field, but no cliffs or anything that you can fall off. So if I do not follow instructions at all, it would just show me a top-down map of me going in the completely wrong direction compared to the path that I was supposed to go on.
Every podium is another step closer to the final.
Did you read that on a fortune cookie or something?
The characters that are talking here are kind of interesting too, because one of them sounds more Australian and one of them sounds more British. So it's kind of this internationally
Just received some
diverse.
fantastic news. You've been invited to the Rally World Tour.
Awesome. That means out of all the rally drivers in the world, you've been recognized as one of the best.
You'll compete in 4 rally events that'll put your skills to the test and decide once and for all who's the best rally driver on the planet.
So now we have all these extra triangles on top of the big triangles. Didn't see that one coming. Let's see, what were we doing? We did all of these and we haven't done any of those. So what's funny though is unless I get this to bronze at least, it doesn't go gold. And if it doesn't go gold, I guess I'll be sad. I guess that's all that really means. And I'm looking at the time. Let's try the Rally World Tour. And Drift Showcase number 3 in Kenya. We won't do that one yet. So this is going to give me 5,000 rep, but isn't going to give me any points towards anything. I don't think it actually is. Let's see, if I just do the open, I can always do Texaco Racing or the Yokohama or whatever it is. Interesting globe. It's bisected a little bit more than you would usually see a symbol
I
like
tell you
that.
to be careful out there, but if last race is any indication, I've got nothing to worry about.
And so I could be playing a lot worse and they'd probably complain. And I could potentially be getting bronzes and they probably would complain. But I doubt very many players ever will. The only real problem is the difficulty spikes on the
80.
trick
Left, keep in.
challenges.
Keep right. Medium left, long, onto gravel.
See, this is all about being subtle in your controlling and Somebody just ran in front of the racetrack.
Keep left into long, medium right.
Kids, don't do that. You'll end up getting hit. And that would be a tragedy for everybody involved.
Medium right, 100. Crest. Medium left.
If
very
anybody
long.
hits anybody with a car
Over crest.
on accident, not only is the
60,
person
medium
who's
right,
hit
into medium right,
damaged,
into medium
but
left.
the person who is doing the driving and hits the person is
100, keep left.
almost certainly going to be mentally and emotionally damaged for the rest of their life over it.
Medium right,
Plus, on top of that,
medium left.
unlike most traumas where if somebody died skydiving, you could
jump,
easily
crest,
say,
60, medium
well, I'll
left.
never go skydiving again,
Medium
so
right,
that's
very
not,
long, keep in, tight,
so I
over
don't
crest.
have to confront it. You probably do have to drive a car still,
Keep left over
and
crest. Medium left.
and that's
Medium
That's
right, opens
gonna
into medium right.
force you to face that trauma over and over again.
Into medium left.
Apparently they wanted me to hit
100. Keep right over
the
crest.
signs there,
60
according
over
to the
bridge.
line.
Medium left. Keep in over crest.
That's not usually what they want to happen
Medium
in
right, very
races.
long.
If you were really racing a car, even hitting a little metal pole is going to potentially do a lot of damage to your car.
Easy right at house. Crest. 60. Easy left. 80. Easy right. Easy left. Don't cut. Easy right.
What does don't cut mean?
Jump. 80. Easy left over crest into hard
Jump
left.
80, does that mean jump 80 feet?
80. Medium right over crest. Into crest. 60. Medium left. Keep in.
And just every now and then I'm backing
60.
off the
Medium
accelerator
right over
when I'm losing grip. It's kind of this funny
left.
dance between how much acceleration
right.
can I have without losing grip and spinning
Easy
out,
left.
and keeping
Easy right over crest.
this monstrous machine
Easy right,
under your
100.
control.
Over finish.
And even the slightest jerk of my thumb in this case, or your hands if you're actually controlling the steering wheel, can end up causing you to spin out of control at high speeds. See, yeah, usually it would just be 4 sections, but they've stretched it out so that there's 6. And we go from a loading screen to another loading screen to the beginning of the race. And that's where we're gonna end it today. There's 3 more races after this one for the rally race. So what I assume this is they've collected 5 of possibly the only 5 actual racetracks that we've done so far and put them together as one just rally race. I guess that's what they've done. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.